All my stress. Check it out. Feel the rhythm of the bass bar. Better feel the rhythm of the bass bar. Hip and the woman come around run best me. Jump it up, it up.
Hey y'all, it's me, Adisa Rains, the Alpha Empath, and I am here to teach you some heart-centered coaching tonight. Listen, last night I taught in my Wednesday night class, Dynamic Metaphysical Teachings, and class was off the motherfucking hook. It was off the motherfucking chain. It was raw. It was dirty. It was glorious, and it was brilliant. Yes, 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 it was. Y'all missed out. Y'all missed out, okay? You missed out. Now I have with me one of my students. This is Miss Sunshine. That's who she is, and she's gonna be helping me a little bit today, okay? Now Sunshine has been with me. How many years you been with me, Sunshine?
You know what? I just made 2 years in July.
You
Yes, at the beginning of July as a
at the t-
student. I stopped you for about 6 months before that, but a student, an official student in class, I just made 2 years.
so you 2 years old. You
Yeah.
know what? You know what? It's a good look on you because you have made so much progress. Y'all, for the longest time, I tease my students, and Sunshine is one of my. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it real with you. She's probably one of my favorite students. Does she make my ass ache on a regular motherfucking basis? Yes, yes, because she be on that bullshit. But the kind of coach that I am, I'm created and I'm designed and I'm crafted for her bullshit. Like I really, really am. Like it's gonna get on my nerves, and I'm gonna tell her about her motherfucking self, and then she gonna boss the fuck up, and she's gonna evolve. She's my tribe, and I understand that. So last night we were talking about releasing your shit. We were talking about releasing your shit, and Spirit be playing with me, like for real. Spirit be like playing with my fucking feelings and shit, right? So I was getting a colonic yesterday, y'all. I was getting a colonic, right? I was at the fucking colonic center finna get all of my shit cleaned out, like literally, literally. But I was scared because I had never did anything like that before. But Spirit was like, go and get your colonics done, get that stuff, get that old debris moved out because that stuff has emotional trauma up in it. Go ahead and release that and release all that shit out of you. So I was like, okay, I don't know about that, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it done. I was so scared, y'all. I butt dialed. I butt dialed all of my students on a group chat. I didn't know it, y'all. So the phone, they all pick up because they nosy as fuck, y'all. My students so fucking nosy, all of them. And I know where they get that shit from. They get that shit from me because they are reflections of me. So I can't even say nothing about them being nosy as fuck because there was a time in my life when I was nosy as fuck. Okay, so they picked up the phone at the exact time when the woman was telling me how to put the lubricant on the tip of the spectrum. And they was like, lubricant on the tip. What is going on? They all listening, all up in my motherfucking business. And I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed. So I hung up the phone really, really quickly. And then the day before yesterday, I was teaching on indigo parenting, y'all. I was teaching on indigo parenting. And fucking men get on my god. I love y'all, but y'all get on my nerves. I get a motherfucking message talking about Adisa. I just want to let you know that I saw your little sex toy in your video. It was on your nightstand. Y'all, it was in the fucking video, and he saw it. He saw it. Like, how dare him see that? How dare him see that shit? But you know what? Spirit was telling me it's time for you to stop acting refined. It's time for you to let your shit go, let it all hang loose, and stop acting refined. Because haven't you learned yet by all the diseases that are all up in your body and all up in everybody else's body that refined foods and processed foods are not good for you? So you will not be a refined woman or a processed woman. You gonna be raw. That's what you gonna be. And that's what your students gonna be too, because the heart needs to be raw. See, my students come to me because they're attracted because I have a way with men. I just really do. Like, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know. Some people called it spell casting. Some people took it too far and told me I was like Medusa and they scared to look in my eyes because they threatened by my power. But I do. I have a way with men. I really do. There used to be a time that they hated me and I hated them, but we didn't got over that hump. They love me now. So my students, they come towards me because they're like, hey, we want you to help us with this arena. We want you to help us with this arena. And what I tell them is a process of healing that they're not used to. You see, too many spiritualists try to teach empaths how to be the lamb before they didn't taught them how to be the lion. And when my empaths come to me, when my students come to me, I teach them how to be the fucking alpha of their own lives first. You can't be the lamb first. If you sitting up here haven't addressed your shit, you keep swallowing shit because you sitting up here trying to be a nice person. And you understand what I'm talking about, Sunshine, because this is something that you struggled with. And the reason, tell the people why you struggled with the nice girl mentality. Where the fuck did that shit come from?
Well, I grew up in a Christian church, Church of God in Christ to be exact. So, you gotta be a good girl. You gotta
Coach
keep your
it.
legs closed.
Yeah. Coach it.
And you
Yeah.
got to be nice to people. You have to be polite. You have to be welcoming. You have to be warm. All of that. Yeah. So I definitely had that ingrained in me in a very early age. Say your pleases and your thank yous. Always be polite. Always present yourself well. Speak properly. Don't use slang words. Make sure your grammar is perfect. Even just being black in a school full of white people and being the only black person in my advanced classes and having to try to figure out how to assimilate to those environments. I had a lot of conditioning that made me feel like I needed to be the good girl.
You know what? I never knew until this very moment why you were so particular about Zoom etiquette. Now I understand. That's part of that upbringing. I understand it now. Now listen, y'all don't know Sunshine, but any student that follows me is a big hoe. They not a
Big
little
hoe.
one. Big hoe. Big hoe. Big hoe. Now we be undercover. Like we don't know we hoes because we in our good girl narrative, but like we waiting for it to like bounce out the closet and be like, ah, we waiting for that shit to happen, right? We really, really are. And Sunshine hit on something here. You see, the church has really fucked us up. Like really fucked us up. Personally, I think it's a system used to create slaves. That's what I believe. I believe that it is a system used, most of them, not all of them, because I have been in some pretty good churches, but I have been in some pretty motherfucking bad churches too. And it's a system used to create slave consciousness. They want you to be the bigger person. They want you to be the bigger person. But anybody that has climbed to the top understands that chaos is a ladder. And they want to show you the lamb side after they did all their motherfucking dirt on their way to the motherfucking top. They want to show you the end result, but don't want to show you that lion side of how they fucking got there. They don't want to show you how they had to stand up for themselves, how they had to release people from their motherfucking lives, how they had to set some boundaries, how they had to tell some people to kiss my black motherfucking ass. They don't want to tell you that stuff because that stuff don't sound spiritual. And I'm telling you, it is.
So
It
you mean
is.
we're not supposed to turn the other cheek?
Girl, I do. I tell them, kiss this chick and kiss this one too, motherfucker. I do. I do. I don't know like what cheek y'all was referring to. All it said was turn the other cheek, and I'm turning the motherfucker. You can have the left one or you can have the motherfucking right one. Which one you want? Which one you want? Because spiritual people gotta stop playing. Empaths are out here looking like fucking doormats.
Yeah.
Everybody walking on you because you afraid to be the fucking lion that you was called to be. Sitting up here trying to act like the fucking Dalai Lama. I rebuke you, shit. I like the Dalai Lama got chased the fuck up out of Tibet. Got ran up out of his motherfucking house. Like seriously. What is y'all thinking? You better see this is why I fucks with Yahshua. Y'all say Jesus, I say Yahshua. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand. Listen, in order to really, what is that vibrating noise? I know I said something about that. Let me see. Let me see. Is that? Oh no, that's not my motherfucking phone. I know. Wait, hold up a second, Sunshine. I know I told you right before we got on this mother. And you see how your motherfucking distractions be bothering you? You know I'm gonna say something about that shit. Now, look, God damn it! Who is this nigga bothering you?
I'm trying to turn it off and it
Look,
keeps.
Anyway, like I listen, y'all. I told her right before, like literally,
Told you I was a hoe.
you is a hoe. God damn, could you tell your side boos to leave you the fuck alone while you on?
For a
Yeah, okay,
second.
yeah. So listen, y'all. It takes a lot of courage to really walk in your calling. And if you'll notice, people in the scripture that really walked in their calling, none of them was doormats. None of them. You want to take Paul, the apostle Paul. Okay, so before Paul became the Paul that we all know about, the Paul that the Christian church talks about, let's talk about that motherfucking lion stage. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Paul when you was picking up stones and stoning motherfuckers. Let's talk about that. We don't want to talk about that part. Let's talk about that part when you was picking up stones and stoning motherfuckers. And better yet, why would Spirit call somebody like you? Why not call the one that's just meditating and won't harm a fly? Huh? What? Because they are harmless as doves, but they not wise as a serpent?
Hmm.
Is that the reason? Is that the reason? See, people talk about me all the time, and you and I were talking about this, Sunshine. You and I were talking about that. When it comes to parenting, I don't teach my child to be nice. I don't. I don't teach my child to be nice. Uh, a lot of people don't like my child and ask me if I give a fuck. I don't. I don't. You see, we have brought our children into an environment where I'm finna take it left. Now y'all go left with me for a little bit, but I need to address this because y'all not gonna understand how important it is to be a lion before you become a lamb unless I address this shit, okay? So listen, we live in an environment, and environment does shape us, okay? I live in America. I am an American. I'm not one of those people's like, I'm not an American because I'm black. No, I'm a motherfucking American. I'm not trying to go nowhere else, okay? This is my home, okay? But let's talk about my home. You see, I grew up in an environment, and my ancestors, see, they still in me. They got genes inside of me, and they say, hey, America is an environment where we can swing on trees, be hung, and our men folk be castrated, and people in they raggedy ass children is eating corn dogs at a picnic. That's what we grew up. That's what we grew up. Yeah, we children too. See, even a child is known by their motherfucking ways. See, my child, if he sees a bird in the water with a broken fucking wing, I gotta stop my child from diving inside a fucking filthy ass pond to save a bird. That's what I gotta do. So when I see children sitting up here eating a corn dog with a full grown ass man castrated and dead with a noose around his motherfucking neck, and you want me to teach my child how to be a lamb in that environment? Hell fuck no. Hell fuck no. Now, before y'all make this some black and white thing, let me talk about the other side too. Okay, so here it is, because my ancestors be telling me what the fuck is really going on. They do. I remember one time I met somebody. I met somebody. Let me go ahead and keep it real because I be trying to not tell my business, but I'm raw. So let me go ahead and keep it real. It was my sister, but I don't claim her ass. So, it is what it is. Okay. So I was talking to my sister and she had snitched on me, y'all. And when she snitched on me, there was a visualization that came up in my head. And there was a song that came up in my head too. And the song was called Snitch Bitch. Snitch Bitch. You see, see, I remember, not me, but my ancestors. I remember when there was a time when we was trying to break out to freedom, and people that looked like me was over there going to Master talking about, Master, I don't know what the fuck wrong with Toby. I think he got that hysteria disease, Master, but that motherfucker trying to escape to freedom because he batshit crazy, Master. And you look like me. Yeah, you look like me. So yeah, fuck you too. I'm not gonna train my children to be no motherfucking lamb. I'm gonna train my child to be a warrior with a gardener's heart. That's what I'm gonna do, because that is the beginning and that is the end. We gonna be the lion and we gonna be the lamb. We gonna be the alpha and we gonna be the omega. That is balance. So all y'all out here talking about we light workers and we just need to spread love and shit. What? How? Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Let's go to comments. Let's go to comments. Okay. So we got Tammy here. Tammy saying, preach. Yes, I am. God can do a lot more than I can. For real. Believe in the wrath of God. Baby, the wrath of God will come out of me. It will come out of me. And while we own that, because I grew up in church too. Everybody loves David, but they like the lamb side of David. David was known as the bloody king. He was killing motherfuckers left and right. But y'all want to tell the story in part. You don't want to tell it in whole. You don't want to talk about the darkness of spirituality. And that's why you keep being treated like a fucking doormat. And you're going to keep being treated like that. And it should work that way. Because you're trying to act so refined, but you got to begin before you can act like your end. In the end of all of this, yes, you will be mellowed out. You will be a lamb, but you got to begin first and free yourself. Don't you understand, sunshine? That slaves
Absolutely.
don't get a right to vote? Don't you understand that your voice ain't going to be heard? And when I'm talking about slaves, I'm not talking about a skin color. A heart can be a slave. And as long as your heart, empath, is bound in slavery, your voice don't fucking matter.
David
Slaves
didn't
don't.
have shit to be praising about if he hadn't been through all the shit that he had been through. All them songs and shit that he wrote, that was after he murdered Uriah
Ooh,
to
I
fuck his
like
bitch.
that.
Like,
Ooh,
so you know what I'm saying? You don't have anything to be grateful for. You don't have any proof of what God can do if you always together.
that's right. And it's not real. It's not real at all. And I don't like that shit. And all those people coming in telling me we just need to spread love. You don't understand the levels of love, because the first thing you got to do is love yourself. And that requires you to be the alpha of your own motherfucking life. And my coaches and my students, I am not going to teach them that bullshit. I'm going to go with them at every level, because at the end of the day, here's what the divine masculine needs to look like. It needs to look something like let me say who can I think of? Do you know who a guy named Ice Cube is? Do you know who that is? Now, okay, you remember him in the NWA days, right? Right. He was going for his freedom then. That was his darkness, right? But as I said before, chaos is a motherfucking ladder. And in his chaotic state, he rose up out of the ditch and got to freedom. Now he's like, okay, I'm free. Now I can mellow out because I don't have nobody trying to kill me. Now I can become the lamb and make children's movies talking about, are we there yet? And I can be friends with all the kids and shit. But that's the process. But it needs to be that way. He can be gentle now, because if somebody come up and bitch slap his wife, they not going to do it to him, because they going to remember his lion stage. They going to be like, oh shit, hold up. That NWA part might come the fuck back out. So let me stay in my motherfucking lane, because if I hit one cheek, I'm damn sure going to have to hit the other one, because this motherfucker not going to stop. You got to have that, or you're not going to gain respect at all. And if your belief system causes you to be a slave, then I encourage you to get rid of that belief system. I encourage you to get rid of it. And Sunshine, I want to congratulate you on getting, like, really battling with your beliefs, because I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. Even your belief systems about who you date and who you allow around you. When I was getting into the alpha stage, it was very important to me, very extremely important, that I surrounded myself with winners. I had to. I had to. Because if I didn't, it's kind of like Harriet Tubman releasing people to slavery, releasing people out of slavery. It's like, okay, if we're going to take this journey, we all got to be 100% committed. If you in and out again, we going to all, we none of us can get to fucking freedom because you on that bullshit. So I got to cut you. But what Harriet said is, I'm going to kill your motherfucking ass. That's her dark side, because she was getting people to freedom. You got to have both. You
You got to
cannot
be
just,
willing to sacrifice the one to save the many.
I like that. You got to, yes, right. But then on the opposite side, because we are not robots, right? We're heart centered, right? You got to be willing to say, okay, I'm going to leave the 99 so I can get the one. You got to have balance. You got to know when to act like a lamb and when to act like a lion. See, people think that spirituality is linear. Like, I start at a lamb, and then I just stay being a lamb, and I just increase my lamb, because then I'm just going to be more Christ-like, because Christ is a lamb. It's not like that. It's a circle. It's a circle. And you have your foot in both worlds. On one end, you the lion, and on the other end, you the fucking lamb. And you use whatever you need to use as the situation arises up. That's what you have to do. We have another comment here. Jasmine Jenkins, faith without works is dead. Action is what makes faith work. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And when you are an empath and you are accustomed to being a doormat, what are some of the things that I taught you, Sunshine? And I know I be teaching like some weird ass shit. I know, but I be delivering results though, like for real, for real. I be delivering results, right? So, what are some of the things that I taught you that you started doing that changed your life?
I think the biggest thing that's related to this topic is how to manipulate my saboteur. So each one of us there is saboteur energy, energy that could just fuck shit up, right? And what I was doing with my dumb ass was turning that energy onto myself and fucking up things for myself. But once I learned that I could use that same energy to cut motherfuckers off that was fucking me over, to stop motherfuckers from fucking me over, once I got that one little inkling that they was about to, I could go ahead and unleash the dragon on their ass and gave my saboteur something productive to do that would actually
Yes,
build me, like all my shit changed. And of
that's
course,
true.
people was, oh, you different now. No, I just don't take your shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she don't fuck with us. No, I don't fuck with nobody who ain't fucking with me no more. Oh, she don't pick up the phone. No, I don't pick up the phone for nobody who I can't motherfucking call. And so using my saboteur in order to benefit me instead of self-sabotaging is one of the most beautiful lessons that I could have learned about how to use my lion to benefit me
I
instead of
like that.
using it to tear all my shit down.
I like that. Now, all of us have saboteur energy in us. And I've taught my students like the different energies that you come in here with, right? And the saboteur energy is one of them. But instead of hating yourself and using that energy to destroy you, just channel that energy into something productive. And Sunshine learned to alchemize that energy, and she transformed her painful sabotage energy into something that is productive for her. She was becoming the alpha of her own life. Now, Tammy, Tammy said, "What do you mean by nice? Like, what does that mean?" Tammy, I get it. I get it because people are like, "Listen, let me help you to understand." Okay, so when I said I don't teach my son how to be nice, I don't. Okay, when my son was a baby, when he was a baby, right? And he's an indigo kid, so them motherfuckers is a little bit different, okay? We took him to his father's side of the family, and all of his cousins were over there. All of his cousins were over there, and Joaquin was kind of to himself, leaving everybody alone. They was calling him antisocial, that kind of stuff. So me, like a dumbass, because I felt the pressure from them calling my kid antisocial, I started pushing him out there. Started pushing, go play, be nice, be friendly, be with the other kids. And I went inside. Okay, I went inside. I came back outside because my mother-in-law had screamed because Isaiah came into the house and he had a bloody nose. He had a bloody nose, and my son had threw the fucking blow. My son had threw the blow. Okay, but not only did he fight Isaiah, he was fighting Elijah too. My son went out there fighting every goddamn body. And I was embarrassed, y'all. I was embarrassed. So here I am fussing at Yakin. Why are you fighting people? I'm not teaching you to fight people. You need to play nice, blah, blah, blah. And it was a big ordeal. Next Thanksgiving, Spirit said, watch the energies of the other children. Watch the energies of the other children. I said, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Okay. So I brought my son his own toys because I was like, it ain't gonna be no fight about toys because Isaiah and Elijah, they live there. And I don't want no fights about toys. So I'm gonna bring Yakin his own toys. So I brought Yakin's tricycle. And Yakin knows how to play by himself. Okay. So he's outside. He's outside and I'm watching it. Okay. He's playing on his tricycle, leaving people alone. Isaiah comes over there and takes his horn off his tricycle and throws it. He did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. And I'm seeing this shit. And then Elijah is over there co-signing the shit. And I'm seeing the energy. The energy is fight energy. It's fight energy. And then I see Yakin get off the bike and I already know what's finna fucking happen. I already know it's finna fucking happen. My son is finna show them his fucking darkness because in the spirit, in the emotional, he got hit. Now he's a kid. He's a kid. So he's thinking you hit me emotionally. I can take that shit to a different fucking level. So I run outside and I grab him. I grab him. I grab him. No, y'all can't. You can't be hitting people. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, let me see. I tell my kids to fight back too, and I tell the school principal that I tell my kids to fight back. Mine won't be bullied. Okay, so I bring them inside. And then I tell them. I said, you know what? Y'all gonna have to teach your children that if they want to play nice, because Yakin don't have to have friends. He just really, really don't. Okay. He can be left alone. If they don't want Yakin to protect himself, then they need to be nice to him because y'all teaching niceness. I'm teaching Yakin, hey, you protect your energy. That's what you do. Now, Yakin knows how to protect his energy. He also has a voice. My son will speak his truth. He don't care what adult. If you're a man and you're trying to tell him something, Yakin will be like, I'm sorry, sir, but you're not my father. You don't have the authority to talk to me like that. And like seriously, my son acts like that. Okay, for real, for real. And I be embarrassed all the goddamn time, all the time. Okay, but I let him do it because I said I'm raising a warrior with a gardener's heart. Okay, now the time came when Yakin said, "Okay, now I have my voice. I know how to be my own alpha. I know how to protect myself. But now I'm ready to make friends." And the friends didn't want to play with him. As I said, he's an indigo. I said, now you're going to have to understand how to socialize. So for a long time, children didn't play with Yakin until Yakin understood, hey, even if they hit me emotionally, I have a choice. Either I can say, I want this child to be my friend, or I don't. If I'm saying I want this child to be my friend, then I can't hit back. But if I'm saying I don't want this child to be my friend, then I have a choice to leave this child alone and never play with them. But I'm not going to be going outside playing with them all damn day. I'm not going to do that. And then Yakin had to understand how to channel his energy. I want to use my energy to build this friendship. And because I am building this friendship, I got to have grace for this friend. I got to know how to make friends. He had to learn that too. I'm not going to just teach him make friends. I'm going to teach him how to protect his energy first so he can have balance. And if you have an indigo child, you're going to have to understand that too, because they're going to come out fighting. Because you want to make them play nice in an energetic world where they know it's cruel. And you out of line because you sitting up here acting, nah, you out of line. These goddamn children know what the fuck they in. You out of order. You out of order. I teach my son to be compassionate. He is extremely compassionate on animals. Like, extremely so, right? But humans, he ain't finna be taking none of that motherfucking bullshit at all. If an adult talks out of turn, he'll be like, okay, I'm gonna talk to my mama about that. I'm gonna have to talk to you later. He's not gonna say anything bad to you. He's not gonna do that, but he's gonna put you in your place. He's gonna put you in his place. Okay. We got somebody over here. I literally seen instant karma. If someone was coming at me, they would probably trip and fall before they got to me and ended up knocking themselves out. Just an example. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I wish it was like that for everybody, but no, some people when one of the lessons that they need to learn is they need to learn how to defend and how to stand up for themselves, because that is a form of self-love. It is a
Gotta
form of
deliver
self-love.
karma.
Right. I like that, sunshine. I like that. Some people got to learn how to deliver karma. Now, if you are in the lamb stage of your life, the lessons that I'm teaching for the lion stage don't apply to you. You already know how to be a fucking lion. You don't need to be cruel. I'm talking about the doormats. That's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about for all the empaths that are in this group that allow narcissists and allow, I'm not even gonna lie, half these people ain't even motherfucking narcissists. Y'all just use that word because you can't even handle an asshole. Like, they're narcissists. No, they're not. They're just a fucking asshole. And you can't even handle an asshole. Like, for real? And you want to be the leaders of the world? You want to be, you better go find your fucking lion. You better go find your lion and become the alpha of your own life. Now, Sunshine, is there any closing remarks that you need to make?
Just want to emphasize the difference between being nice and being kind. Yeah, have a kind heart, but you don't have to be nice to people, especially to people who aren't extending that same courtesy to you. Like, you can be cordial with people and know how to coexist with people and make things work and be somewhat courteous without overdoing it and being fake. You don't have to pretend to like anybody. You don't have to put yourself in circumstances to be around people who you don't like. I know sometimes we work with people that we don't like, but you don't have to fake the funk with them. Like, don't ever give in to the pressure in corporate America to kiss nobody's ass. Like, do your job. And if a motherfucker don't fuck with you, let him not fuck with you. You don't have to be nice to people. You have to be kind and have a heart. But
I like that.
niceties are not necessary. And that's what I'm removing from myself right now, is all those tendencies to be nice to people and pretending like I like people that I really can't stand and all of that fake shit, so that I can be the highest, most authentic version of myself. Sometimes we don't realize how much we are really hurting ourselves by biting our tongue and pretending to like people and pretending to want to be in circumstances that really don't serve us. Like, if you
Right.
cut off of them people that you don't like, then you would be a different version of yourself and be able to be more authentic instead of all that faking and shit, because you really hurt yourself by all that faking and shit.
I got it. That's actually really, really good, Sunshine. So, like, for real, stop being fake. I messed up. I had a fucking sex toy on my motherfucking live. I called my fucking students while I was getting colonics done. I fuck up all the goddamn time. But my journey is I'm not going to be fake. I'm going to be the most authentic version of me that I can possibly be. Cause shit, I want to get to that stage where it's like I'm like, okay, I didn't figured out everything. Now it's time for me to be the lamb. I'm gonna get there, but today ain't the motherfucking day. So y'all still gonna have to deal with this bitch, okay? It is what it is. It is what it is, okay? Because I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey, and hopefully, y'all will go on this motherfucking journey with me. Because being a doormat and being a slave, shit, I want to have the right to vote. I want to have the right to use my voice. Like you were saying, being nice, Sunshine. I was nice in my marriage. I would have been so much better if I had just been real, like for real, just been real. Trying to pretend to be somebody that I am not is a misuse of energy. And it is, you wonder why you so fucking tired being fake all damn day so you can fulfill a role that you ain't even crafted and designed to fulfill is draining than a motherfucker. It's draining. Like, no, I'm not gonna even teach that. Be real. And when
And you
you're
can't
real,
find your tribe because you
right.
faking and being around people who you don't fuck. If I would have not been faking with them hoes at the church, I probably could have linked up with the people I was supposed to be with a long time ago. But I was skinning and grinning with the hoes at the church that wouldn't even like the real version of me. But as soon as I started to be myself, the people who are supposed to be attached to me and attracted to me begin to draw to me. But as long as you're pretending to be somebody else, what's for you can't find you.
Ooh, I love that even better. I love that even better. I began to understand that I'm like the more I try to like when it comes to correcting my students, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I struggle. People think I'm a bitch, and I am. I really am. That's like my end goal, right? But I struggle with correcting my students. It hurts me. It hurts me. Um, it be hurting my heart. I be feeling the pain. I'm an empath. I be sensing all their pain and shit. And I be like, ooh, am I hitting them too hard? Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I understand that if I'm going to call them up, if I'm going to call them out, I gotta hold them accountable. And holding people accountable, that nice shit interferes with that. Being nice interferes with holding people accountable. Like I'll never forget when I was telling my sisters, listen, I love y'all, but I don't like y'all too much. And now I don't want you at my fucking house. I know it's Thanksgiving. I know it's Christmas. I know that you got presents and keep them, mail them to me. I don't want you at my house because being around you, I don't like the way you treat me. And I'm not going to sit up here and be fake with you and tell you you can come over my house because that's the nice thing to do. I'm not finna do it. My home is my sanctuary and my temple. You can stay out. And my health began to improve when I became like that. I stopped having headaches and shit, forcing myself and forcing all of my powerful energy to be nice to you so I won't hurt your fucking feelings was killing me. So I stopped it. I'm gonna be the lion and I'm gonna be the lamb. And the lamb part of me is for people that have soft hearts. I will be the lamb for people that know how to celebrate me. And everybody ain't going to know how to celebrate you. We all need to just be loving. Listen, there are people here that have lessons to learn. If everybody is loving, they probably ain't going to learn their motherfucking lessons. And you're going to keep reincarnating over and over and over and over a motherfucking again until you learn your motherfucking lesson. Yeah, you're going to have to learn your lesson. So all that, I stop. Listen, if I'm going to say that I have God energy in me, then I need to go through the whole entire process of God. I need to go through my anger. I need to go through my wrath. I need to go through my jealousy. I need to go through my omnipotence. I need to go through my glory. I need to go through all of that shit. And being nice for me and being nice for empaths is stopping them from activating their God genes. You're being slaves and you need to stop. It ain't a good look. It ain't a good look. Now, we got a lot of comments over here. Alpha and Omega. I love that. Always have. Grand Day Alpha. Hey Gels, how are you? Kicked out of class desk in the hallway. I don't know what that means. Okay. The Predator. I don't know what that means too. Duality, balance. So above, so below. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Good stuff. Love all of these comments. Listen, you guys, if you are resonating with what I'm saying, see, man, the way that I teach and the way that I teach my students, y'all see what Sunshine just said? Sunshine is teaching you spiritual knowledge that is so motherfucking simple. It is raw. All of that refined ways of teaching, that shit does not it does is not good for your fucking heart. That shit needs to be like raw fruit. It needs to have fiber in it. And let me tell y'all, ooh, I'm finna say something else. Y'all gonna get mad at me. Ooh, Jesus, baby black Jesus, they finna get mad. Listen, the things that are most good for your body, Jesus, am I finna? Yes, bitch, I'm finna say that motherfucking shit. I'm finna say this motherfucking shit. Okay, yes. The things that are best for your body, they have color in them. Strawberries, blueberries, uh, grapes, and oranges. And see, you got to look at all the many colors of the rainbow. All the many colors. All of them. Now, here's my truth. Here's my truth. My duality, here's what mine looks like. Ooh, the black man finna get mad at me. Jesus. But here is what my duality looks like. I want to have the beautiful, loving, flexible, resilient heart of a black woman in the mind of a white man. That's what I want. That's what I want. Like, seriously. Like, if you have a mind, if there are minds on this planet that can invent a nuclear bomb, a nuclear bomb, and I know that you thinking like that, I'm not going to be over here in my mind and in my mental singing kumbaya. I want my heart to be like that, but my mind, I need to know what the fuck you thinking so I can prepare for you. That's what I need to do. Like, seriously, that's what I need to do. So I respect people, because let me tell you something about my other students. I got students that are white. I got rednecks in my class, y'all. And the real kind, not the fake kind. I got rednecks in my motherfucking class because I recognize the heart of God in them. See, it's not really about color. It's about heart. And heart can be in any fucking race, in any fucking religion. It's all the same motherfucking heart. But there are some people out here that are not connected to heart. And them motherfuckers, I'm going to study. Because you ain't finna have me sitting up here being a lamb and you being a lion. I'm not finna be a slave. I'm going to study you. And I'm going to understand how you think. And I'm going to fortify my mind to outthink you. That's what I'm going to do. I know it sounds horrible, but I'm being real with your motherfucking asses. That's the truth. That is the truth. I don't go after coaches that are all refined in their way of teaching. It might sound good, it might even look good, but my heart spits that shit out. I like coaches that are raw, real, and teaching parables. And empaths can do that naturally, and people will pay you for it if you stop being fucking fake and you show all the beautiful color in your motherfucking heart. You got to show the melanin in you. And white people, just in case you listening to this too, y'all got some motherfucking melanin too. Y'all need to motherfucking activate it, okay? You need to motherfucking activate it. Y'all need to decalcify it or some shit. Because my white students that I have on my call, they be acting like black hearts. They do. And I fucking love them. I do. And then I have some black folks that got calcified hearts their own motherfucking self. And I'm like, oh shit, your heart is a stone. It looked like a fucking potato. I don't like it. It's going to have to get the fuck away from me. Snip, snip. Cut it away. Cut it away. The reason why I'm telling you this, all of this to you guys, I know it stretches you. I know that the things that I say are not easy to hear, but you got to be the lion, and you cannot be the lion as long as you keep being fake about what's really out here, what's really out here in the culture that you're in the environment that you're in. I'm not going to raise my child to be nice. I'm going to teach my child to be a warrior with a gardener's heart. And that's what I think you should do too. We love you guys. And last thing, listen, if you are resonating with this, like I teach a class every Wednesday night. It's called Dynamic Metaphysical Teachings. I want you to comment below golden ticket. Okay. Comment below golden ticket. And Sunshine is going to give you a golden ticket to attend. It's a one-time opportunity to attend my class without paying no financial commitment at all, okay? My class is 155. It's not going to cost you a motherfucking dime. I'm just going to pour into you, and I'm going to teach you how to become the lion of your own motherfucking life, okay? I want you to attend the class. Comment golden ticket, and I will see you on Wednesday at 7 p.m. CST, okay? Bye-bye, guys. We love you.